ABC started broadcasting in 1948 and became the third major TV network to commence programming. If all three networks had spent the past 60 years programming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, by 2008, they would have produced 1.5 million hours of TV programming. Mike Wesch, Kansas City University. Over the past 6 months alone, YouTube produced 1.5 million hours of programming. TV was black and white. Telephones were connected by cables. News was delivered to our front doorstep by a person and only published on paper. There will be more content published over the next 12 months than has been published in our entire history. A cultural inversion started to take place. Women became a permanent part of the workforce. Corner stores were knocked down and turned into malls. Humans became increasingly individual and longed to be more independent. We had become isolated, connected by TVs, mobile phones, and freeways. Sir Robert Barker, Bowling Alone. In 1998, Stephen Weisswasser of ABC TV was quoted as saying, "You are not going to turn passive consumers into active trollers on the internet." Large media corporations determined what information was syndicated across their media networks, and we watched and read the content they delivered. Living in a world where the truth could be bought and sold, we started longing for authenticity. We became more individual, yet we still experienced an overwhelming desire for community. Our increasing independence drew us to desire stronger relationships that spanned further than the streets in which we spent our days. In April 2008, the internet attracted roughly 360 million unique visitors for the month. MySpace and Facebook attracted about 230 million visits in the very same month. In 2003, a new cyberstar was born.
Okay, so this is launched in 2003. It becomes a big hit in Italy in 2004. It spreads throughout Europe later that year. Then travels over to Japan, where it mixes with the culture of animation, where people start making videos of this. One of these videos travels all the way to the suburbs of New Jersey, and there Gary Brolsma looks into his webcam and says, "Hello." And this is like this great moment. I'll just let you hear the music for a second. Can you hear it? Okay. And there's this great moment. Gary Wolk has written about this. He says, Brolsma's video single-handedly justifies the existence of webcams. And he goes on to say, because here he is sitting in this dismal-looking suburban bedroom, but he's really going for it, flirting with the camera, utterly given over to the music. It's a movie of someone who's having the time of his life, wants to share his joy with everyone, and doesn't care what anyone else thinks. So this video obviously becomes like a huge phenomenon. Some people have suggested it's been viewed 600 million times. I'm not sure what the proper statistic would be, but here you see some of the...
A teenager from New Jersey is finding itself into email boxes everywhere, and folks, this one is the real deal.
So he's on the Today Show, he's on VH1's Best Week Ever, he's like the new cyberstar.
Social media sites like YouTube, Facebook, and MySpace represented a new kind of platform where suddenly everyone could join in. We saw new identities forming, new forms of expression. Social media became a celebration of empowerment, of global community, a celebration of new and unimaginable possibilities. We could aspire to new global connections that would transcend space and time, where all constituents had a voice that could be published to the world without cost. Web 2.0 was not just about information. It was about people and linking them in ways that had never been connected before, sharing, trading, and collaborating. Mike Wesch, Kansas City University. 200,000 videos are produced and uploaded to YouTube every day. Nearly all contain unique and original content, and the average video is shot for an audience of less than 100 viewers. Our mediascape has changed forever. The center of this new media is us. When our media changes, relationships change. When the dynamics of human relationships change, so does human nature. We have changed. We are living in a new age of participatory media, where anyone can publish content that is filtered by the masses, not a small group of media corporations. A single piece of content that costs nothing to publish can be syndicated across social networking sites, where it is picked up and streamed around the internet by users via RSS feeds. If it's good content, it gets posted to microblog platforms and aggregated into content-sharing sites by consumers. How far content travels is determined by those who view it. If it's good content, it gets bookmarked into community portals for a person's friends, fans, or followers to see. If others like it, they give it a thumbs up. If not, it gets a thumbs down. Reputation is everything, and quality is regulated by reputation. Our data trail knows which individuals bookmark the best content first, by how many people follow them. Early adopters who distribute the best content first rise to the top of the new media ecosystem that is measured in recency, relevance, and quality. The more that consumers value content, the more prospects they introduce it to. The more prospects that see it, the more users there are to distribute it to others. This phenomenon continues until millions, or in some cases, over 30 million consumers see this content, which cost very little, if anything, to produce. This change in the mediascape can be both daunting and exciting for businesses today. Daunting because by the time today's 10-year-olds turn 18, they will no longer be reachable through traditional media. Advertisements published on the radio and in magazines and newspapers just won't be seen or heard by a new generation who is watching YouTube, listening to internet radio, and downloading their music online. Exciting because a generation who grew up ingesting whatever news and current affairs were fed to them can now be reached on a massive scale without having to pay the media corporations. Events are where communities meet. The postal system did not go out of business when email was invented. To the contrary, people started communicating more frequently, and hence the number of postal items grew. Online social networking means human beings have more connections, more conversations with interesting people. We know more about what others are doing across distance and time. Google Trends shows online event management, publishing, marketing, and ticketing to be flourishing new sectors. Event marketing online is a growth industry, regardless of the current economic climate. The future outlook for event marketers who can integrate online social networks into their social marketing campaigns is very, very bright. In 10 years from now, these skills will be second nature, and we all know that those who get in on the ground floor of the best internet opportunities are the ones who enjoy the most success. Start securing your future in event marketing by joining this social media revolution at eventslisted.com. Publish it, list it, remember it. Get started today.